What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back in with another YouTube video. And in today's video we are going to be doing, let's talk about the Silver Surfer. Now, the Silver Surfer is definitely a very interesting character in Marvel Comics. Anyways, if you're unfamiliar with exactly what this is, I pretty much just go into a character analysis and just talk a bit about the character that I'm presenting, or teams, or whatever I want to talk about in the video. It's usually pertaining to superheroes and stuff like that. But yeah, uh, I'm kind of be doing characters that have very a lot of layers and stuff like that. Like I don't know if say I'll do Superman for example, but as you can see here, I'm doing characters that have a lot to talk about in terms of what their comics relate to and stuff like that. But anyways, so in today's video we got Silver Surfer. Last week, I think it was last week actually, or a couple days ago. I don't know when you guys are seeing this, but I previously did the Punisher in a previous video, and now I'm doing the Silver Surfer. So yeah, the Silver Surfer to me is a very interesting and very layered character. Now, if you realize something, Silver Surfer in his base form is probably one of the most powerful beings in Marvel Comics, and I know I could have just started a debate there, but I'm just saying he's very powerful. If that helps, anyway, he's very powerful. He's a very powered being. Uh, yeah, very powerful, very thing. He starts off as kind of not a villain, but like more of just like a pawn kind of back in 1966, because the character was created back in 1966. He first appeared in Fantastic Four number 48, where pretty much he was brought back not to humanity because he's not a human, but he was brought back into like some form of knowledge and stuff like that, because before he was kind of brainwashed because Galactus brainwashed him, because he traded his life to actually to become the Silver Surfer, and we pretty much become like his ward pretty much, and go and scout out planets and stuff like that. But like that's pretty much it. And then he gets snapped out of it. In the comics, he's snapped out of it by the Fantastic Four. As he's more of like he's very a Fantastic Four character. Like he's appeared in the movies and stuff like that. He's also appeared in video games and stuff like that. Uh, Again, he's like a being of pure energy too. I must say that he's full of energy and stuff like that. He'll absorb cosmic powers and stuff like that. Uh, and if you're very curious about his backstory too, uh, I recommend watching the Silver Surfer show. It was an animated show back in like the '90s or something like that, early 2000s. The show's not too good, but like I mean, it does a decent job of giving that backstory, the correct backstory and stuff like that. I mean, they kind of erased the whole Fantastic Four aspect, but other than that, it's pretty much you can understand his kind of aspect and where I'm going to be talking about a lot of this from, because I actually recently watched that show too. It's on Disney Plus if you're curious too. Uh, but anyways, let's get into this. So also, let's just dive into his character analysis. So like I said before, he actually sacrificed his life pretty much. Like he sacrificed himself. He's not going back to normal. He was originally his name was Norin Rad, and he's from the planet of Zenla. Uh, then one day Galactus came, was gonna eat the world, but then he's like, I will save this world and all that, and he decided to become a pure cosmic being. And also during his time, he started to realize exactly what was going on, because originally when he joined, he didn't realize his memory would be kind of wiped, just in the fact like his knowledge and stuff like that. So he originally intended to like lead Galactus to low life form planets and stuff like that, but he ended up having to do more than that and stuff like that. So yeah. Uh, then when he got to Earth, he finally realized he discovered himself again and stuff like that. And he was like, this planet is full of different things, life forms, and that's something I really like about the Silver Surfer character. Is he was thought of all that thing, and then he pleaded to Galactus to not let him. But Galactus realized what was gonna happen, so he decided to let him go. exile him to Earth, but he wouldn't take away the powers. And that's something as well as with Silver Surfer's character, especially since he had gained the reputation of being Galactus's ward, and the fact that he helped kill lots of worlds and stuff like that, kill many people and stuff like that. He technically helped with all of that, and so that's another thing as well. As a lot of people dislike him, especially if you watch a Silver Surfer show again. You would see that once he's exiled pretty much to Earth, and he's like this. He comes to Earth, and humans already hate him just from the way he looks, which is just another message as well. They just dislike him, even though he pretty much just pleaded for them and saved all their lives. They just don't care about him at all. So, yeah, that's something else interesting about the comic and stuff like that. Even Stan Lee himself, he said he created this character to make pretty much like showcase that this world, Earth, has a lot of good things around it, such as like there's lots of water, lots of air, lots of land. We're on constant wars. Well, it depends, but like there's no world war going on right now. Uh, None of that stuff is happening currently, and that's something that this character really showcases, and it also showcases like exactly like how ungrateful kind of people could be at certain times too. Especially it shows that aspect as well, because definitely there's been times probably where people don't know exactly what goes on. Like I bet you in the MCU people don't realize that Tony Stark sacrificed himself, or actually they would. But like they wouldn't know who Black Widow is per se, that she sacrificed herself the way she did. People probably just thought she just died randomly, but yeah, she did sacrifice herself, same way kind of like Silver Surfer kind of did. So that's something as well. And you could also see in a deep connection with his character as well. You could see like he's really trying to become regular again. Like he has this very similar kind of character towards a lot of different other characters in like DC and Marvel, in terms of the fact that he just wants to be kind of reunited with his, I think it's his wife, I'm pretty sure. Uh, and he just wants to go back to his home, but he can't really because I don't know if he doesn't remember or he just can't go back there because of the way he is now. Uh, so yeah, and he has all this power and stuff like that, and still Marvel makes him a manageable, pretty much makes him a good character still. Like I'm really enjoy his character, even though he's so overpowered and stuff like that. That's what I like a lot about these overpowered. That's something you have to do with overpowered superheroes, is you can have them, but you just need to make them good in terms of character wise and stuff like that. That's what makes Superman good, for example. Wolverine, all those guys who are invincible and pretty much can't die. You gotta make them have like weaknesses per se, or just awesome characters. I mean, Silver Surfer is definitely a very interesting character. Really awesome. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.